Seeing that sunrise from space for the very first time, it is incredible. It becomes pretty obvious pretty early when you get into space that we're all kind of in this together. When I launched on July 4th of 2006, Gabby thought I was going to propose from space. And then what happened? Nothing.
Nothing.
I'm an identical twin, and in 1996 we both became astronauts in the same class. And we learned a lot from my mom. She became a police officer in the 1970s. And I remember my mother trying to figure out how she was going to pass this physical fitness test. It was a hard test. It was designed for men. But that did not deter my mother. When she finally took the test, instead of getting over in the required 9 seconds, she got over in 4.5, much faster than almost all the men, and became one of the first female police officers. My parents taught my brother and I the value of hard work. I always knew that I was going to serve this country in some way. I flew 39 combat missions in Operation Desert Storm over Iraq and Kuwait. By the time I met Gabby, I'd already flown my first 2 flights on the space shuttle. You remember when you first entered Congress for the first time?
Yes, so exciting.
It was exciting. I thought then that I had the risky job.
Yes.
Turned out that you were the one who had the risky job.
911, where's the emergency?
A gunman shot Arizona Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords and several others today at an outdoor event in Tucson, Arizona.
I remember the first time I saw her. Within minutes, a bloody tear coming down her eye. She didn't even look like her. But it was her. One thing I realized early on was, that Gabby needed me to help her through this. She needed an advocate. And the thing I have to do for my wife is to be able to think clearly and make good decisions. Nearly lost your life serving your country.
Yes.
But what do you do when bad things happen?
Move ahead.
You gotta move ahead.
Yes.
You gotta move ahead and try to make a difference in the world.
You're ready?
Let's go.
We're gonna go 100 miles?
100 miles? No.
How far you wanna go?
5 miles.
I learned a lot from being an astronaut. I learned a lot from being a pilot in the Navy. I learned a lot about solving problems from being an engineer. But what I learned from my wife is how you use policy to improve people's lives. Arizonans are facing incredibly challenging issues here in the years to come. Access to affordable health care, the stagnation of wages, job growth, the economy. As the climate warms, we're gonna have more drought here in the desert. Solving some of the hardest problems requires one thing, and that's teamwork. Hey, partisanship and polarization and gerrymandering and corporate money have ruined our politics, and it's divided us. I care about people. I care about the state of Arizona. I care about this nation. So because of that, I've decided that I'm launching a campaign for the United States Senate. We've seen this retreat from science and data and facts. And if we don't take these issues seriously, we can't solve these problems. We're going to need to bring people together from all parts of the state and all walks of life. So please join us. Damn the torpedoes.
Full speed ahead.